Looking for in-depth analysis on life insurance and how to stay relevant in the insurance business? You're listening to James Roberts, the Truth Teller, on Midgard Life Insurance Services Radio.
Welcome, everyone. You are listening to Midgard Life Insurance Radio. I am your host, James Roberts, the Truth Teller. And on this episode 3, we will be discussing what exactly is a 2-year modified program. Episode 2, we talked about the 2-year contestability. This episode, we're going to tie in the 2-year modified. And let's get going. Okay. So on the prior episode, I discussed how there's a 2-year contestability in the state of California, no matter what carrier you go to. And I wanted to talk about a 2-year modified program and how it's a slight bit different here in California. So for example, let's say you were not eligible for immediate coverage due to preferred health. You were all good. In this case, let's say you had pre-existing cancer, diabetes, complications of diabetes like an amputation, liver kidney disease, Alzheimer's dementia, if you had a stroke or a heart attack, things like that, or if you're on blood thinners. That typically would trigger what we call in the business here in California regarding final expense, a 2-year modified program. So what is a 2-year modified? It means the insurance carrier can still cover you, but there's going to be some restrictions on there. The company or the insurance company is saying, look, you're high risk. We're going to insure you. A, it's going to be at a higher rate, and B, you're going to have to hang around for 2 years. You have to live for 2 years for the family to receive the full death benefit of that policy. This is how it works, and I'll break it down real quick. So let's say you took a $10,000 policy out. Excuse me, it was a $10,000 policy, 2-year modified, and you passed within the first 12 months of taking that policy out. Well, your beneficiary will receive all of the monthly premium back, and depending on what insurance carrier you went with, it will either be a 7 or a 10% interest payment on top of your monthly premium that you were paying monthly. If you die just shy of the second year, so let's say between month 12 and month 23, and you pass, the family or your beneficiary will receive all of that monthly premium back plus close to 20%, anywhere between 17 or 15 to 20% interest on top of the money, depending on the carrier. So when you have a pre-existing medical problem, you got to go ahead and get the insurance because you need to start the clock. You have to start that 2-year window. A lot of times I have clients that will get upset. They'll typically say, oh, well, I could save the money. And I usually have to push back with them a little bit. And I'll be like, look, even if you had it in savings, things happen. You might dip into it. And that still puts the family at a disadvantage because now they're going to have to come up with the cash. So at least you have to kind of look at it in terms of this is a high yield savings account until the 2 years is over. Because you can put that money in the bank, you're not even making 1% interest on it. So why wouldn't you want to make a minimum of 10 or 20% on your money on top of all your monthly premium back? So a lot of times people get upset with the insurance carriers, but the fact of the matter is the insurance carriers didn't put you in that predicament with your health. So there has to be a little give and take there, and you have to take the emotion out of it and use the pure numbers and how it could benefit your family. So just remember, 2-year modifieds, pre-existing medical conditions. You have to hang around for 2 years and make your payments. If you passed in your first year, you will receive the monthly premium plus 10% back, or prior to the second year, you receive all your monthly premium back, up to 20% interest back, depending on what carrier you are with. And with saying that, I hope this answered all your questions regarding 2-year contestability and a 2-year modified program. So let's see, this is episode 3. I thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please hit us up. Once again, just remember, it doesn't matter if you drink tea on the left or coffee on the right, just don't drink the Kool-Aid. You have been listening to Midgard Life Insurance Radio. Thank you. If you would like more information or a free quote regarding life insurance, please give us a call at area code 661-228-3890. If you're a licensed agent in California and Nevada and you would like to become more successful, please give us a call at the same number, 661-228-3890, and leave a message.